Did you know that the first few seconds of a traffic stop can completely change how the encounter goes? Those moments are more than just routine. They're a silent negotiation, and the words you choose can make the difference between walking away calmly or facing unnecessary trouble. Here's my question for you. Have you ever been pulled over and immediately felt like saying something that backfired? Share your experience in the comments because I'm going to break down exactly what drivers often do wrong and how a single misstep can escalate the entire stop. Your answers in the comments will be really interesting to read, but trust me, you'll want to stick around to understand the full picture, because what I'm about to explain is far more than just don't speed. When the officer approaches your vehicle, the first thing they notice is your body language, your hands, and your reaction. That initial impression lasts only a few seconds, but it sets the tone for the rest of the stop. Many drivers, in a nervous rush, say things like, "I wasn't speeding," or "I didn't see the sign." While these words might feel harmless, they can actually make the officer suspicious, implying that you know you did something wrong. Here's the key. Stay calm, neutral, and provide only the legally required information. Give your license, registration, and proof of insurance if asked, and let the officer do their job. Silence, or measured neutral responses, is far more powerful than any excuse or explanation you might give in the heat of the moment. Now comes a part that most drivers don't realize. When the officer walks back to their patrol car, they are not just entering your information into the system. They are analyzing everything: the tone of your voice, your nervous gestures, even minor comments you made. That walk to their car can determine whether the stop ends with a simple warning, a ticket, or even an escalation to arrest. A mistake many drivers make is over-explaining. When asked a question, they feel compelled to justify themselves. "I was just trying to get home on time," or "I didn't realize my speed was over." These extra words often create a paper trail that can be used against you later. Tip: keep your answers short, precise, and emotionless. Simple statements like, "Yes, officer," "Here's my license," and "Thank you" are often all that's needed. Doing this can shorten the stop from what might be 10 minutes of tension to just a few minutes. Another critical element most drivers ignore is the use of a dashcam or body camera recording. Even if you follow the rules perfectly, misunderstandings can happen. Having a silent record of the interaction provides objective evidence of what you said and how you behaved. Courts and officers tend to respect this kind of documentation, and it can be a game changer if anything is disputed. Let's talk about officer behavior for a second. Their notes, gestures, and the way they approach each stop are part of a trained evaluation. If they sense stress, fear, or defensiveness, they may escalate the situation, even if you haven't done anything illegal. This is why staying silent, calm, and controlled is considered a tactical advantage by experienced drivers. I remember meeting a driver who applied this strategy perfectly. During the stop, he provided only what was legally required, maintained calm body language, and stayed silent beyond the necessary answers. The officer initially seemed suspicious, but, seeing no aggressive or defensive behavior, completed the stop in under 2 minutes with just a warning. Had this driver said anything extra, anything like an apology or justification, the situation could have easily escalated into a ticket or points on his license. Many drivers also underestimate the time it takes officers to run checks. Patience is key here. Jumping in with constant questions, arguing, or trying to explain your side prolongs the stop unnecessarily. If you remain silent except for legal requirements, the officer can complete their process faster, and the encounter usually ends with minimal friction. This is the traffic stop tactic that officers often dislike the most: strategic silence combined with precise compliance. It prevents unnecessary escalation and keeps the interaction neutral. One last warning: the words you use can have real legal consequences. Even a small statement like, "I was late," or "I didn't realize," can be interpreted as admission of guilt, particularly in situations involving school zones, reckless driving, or a suspended license. Choosing your words carefully is crucial. Silence is often the safest, most legally protective choice. The takeaway is simple. Your most powerful tool during a traffic stop is calm, controlled silence paired with legally required information only. Every additional word, every extra gesture, can potentially complicate things. When combined with tools like a dash cam or awareness of officer procedures, this approach protects you from unnecessary tickets, fines, points, and worse. So, think back to your last traffic stop. What did you say, and could it have been misinterpreted? Share your experiences in the comments, and we can discuss exactly how these situations could be handled more effectively.